For the past month, we hadn't fully moved in together yet, but I was spending most nights at his place, 4 or 5 times a week without fail. We'd been having real conversations about me moving in for good, and it was supposed to happen soon. Things felt steady, like we were finally settling into a rhythm I could rely on. At least, that's what I thought. Then, everything fell apart in a single night. It was around 2 a.m. I was asleep in his bed when my phone buzzed. I didn't notice, but he was still awake and picked it up. The message was from someone I worked with. From there, he started scrolling through my phone. Most of the messages between me and that coworker were already gone. I'd been careful about that, but a few remained. Just enough to raise suspicion. He woke me up holding my phone and simply asked, "What's this?" Disoriented and half asleep, I brushed it off. I told him it was nothing, just casual work chatter. He kept pressing, wanting answers, but I stuck to my story. It didn't feel like the right moment to dig into something heavy. I thought we could talk it over when the sun came up. But that's not how it happened. Instead, he told me to pack my things and leave. I begged him to let me stay until morning. I had work in just a few hours and needed rest, but he refused. At 3 a.m., still wearing what I had on from the night before, I was rushing to gather my things. He wouldn't even let me change clothes. It was humiliating. I called in sick to work because I couldn't face the day. Now I'm back at my own place, still in shock at how quickly it all unraveled. I kept telling myself he was overreacting to what I considered just stupid conversations. I thought I'd give him some space and then maybe reach out to talk it through like adults. But that wasn't the whole truth. The truth was, 2 months ago I started getting close to a coworker. We weren't on the same team, but we crossed paths often. One night after a group hangout, I ended up at his place. Another night, we hooked up in my car after working late. Both times happened in the same week. After that, it stopped. I deleted our messages, kept no photos, and tried to be careful. Then last night, out of nowhere, he sent me a late night "you up?" text. I didn't even hear it come in, but my boyfriend did. He opened it. He read just enough to piece things together. When he woke me up and asked about it, I panicked. I denied everything. I told him he was imagining things, being ridiculous. I admitted to nothing.
He didn't yell.
He didn't argue. He just told me to leave. So I left, heartbroken, carrying what little I could, still in the same clothes I had slept in. Later, I texted him an apology, asking if we could talk. He read it but never replied. A day passed. The silence was crushing. I blocked the coworker, told him we were done, and stopped speaking to him altogether. Just seeing him at work now feels unbearable. Part of me even wants to quit, because I don't want my boyfriend thinking I'm still anywhere near him. We had been serious. He'd hinted about us moving in together. He even joked about rings sometimes. I always thought it was playful, but now I wonder if he had actually been planning something real. Maybe he'd even bought a ring. I'll never know. This morning, I woke up to a message from him. Screenshots. Along with the words, "Am I still hallucinating?" And then I realized I was blocked. Somewhere along the way, he had contacted the coworker. Apparently, the coworker told him everything. All of it. The truth about what happened, the dates, the places, even the cruel things I had said. The ones about my relationship feeling like an obligation, about just going through the motions until things felt more balanced. He gave vivid details. He sent photos. And yes, some of those words sounded like mine, things I'd said in the wrong moment. I kept thinking there'd be a chance to explain myself. That maybe once the shock wore off, we'd talk like we always did. Not to fix it instantly, but at least to have a conversation. But this time feels different. This isn't just space. This is a wall. Now all I can think about is what I've likely lost. The late-night talks, the shared plans, the possibility of a future together. It's a unique kind of grief, mourning something that lived partly in my imagination, but also in reality. Getting thrown out in the middle of the night, without the chance to collect myself, is something that will haunt me. People might say I had it coming. Maybe they're right. But knowing that doesn't make it any less jarring or painful. I was still invested in that relationship. I still cared. And now I'm left with this empty space, where he used to be. So I'll keep moving forward, because there's no other choice. Even without closure. Even if he never hears my side. Even if I never get to repair what I broke. Life goes on. But the way it ended, the way I felt walking away that night, will stay with me forever.